Michelle with FHL Design, and we are here for another Christmas home tour. I'm going to title this Simplicity with Children.
Is it simple though?
I would say it is simple for me because normally I love to DIY some fun garlands, get really fun ideas on tables, but my son was undoing everything as I was doing them. And you know that moment when you're at your breaking point and you think, wow, I cannot. And all of a sudden it went in my brain like an Ebenezer Scrooge moment where I imagined my son remembering his mother screaming at him every Christmas. And I thought, do what you can do. Peace. Be still. So
yeah, but I came to the rescue.
You did.
Yes.
We sent him off with my husband took the kids. We sent him off. And we got as much as we could get done in an hour and a half. And
it's true.
That was really what we needed for it to feel festive, to feel good, and we were very intentional to make sure there was not much breakable.
That's right.
So we'll start in the living room.
So you have a great tree. This tree is very tall. The ceilings are pitched here. And so this tree goes all the way up to the top, and it really makes a wow factor, I think.
Yeah, I wanted to do something really fun like that sangria tree that people got inspired by that hotel. It's like a fancy hotel tree. And I thought I could hang lights and do like a wraparound, like candlesticks, and do like a wraparound ornament thing. And I started, and that's really where the tension started. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, you know what? We're going to go back to what we know. And I've done something very similar to this. Beaded garland, simple ornaments, not a lot of fuss, and it works.
But then you took this dough bowl and you added some of the children's actual presents,
yes,
and just wrap them simply with craft paper, and it looks really cute.
Yeah, I thought if I'm gonna do this, I loved the idea of the dough bowl, and then I thought, let's actually order the presents. And I went on Amazon and and got everything real quick and made it easy. If you're gonna do it, let's simplify our lives. And then the fireplace, I used the swag from Decorator's Warehouse, and it's the Norfolk one. It's
our favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do normally like a swoopy. I like a swoopy, but I am not in the season of swoopy with the children. And so if you are also, this is a great way to do it because it has some height and like it still levels up. Mm-hmm. Also the bells, I told my children that the bells, if they touch the stockings, the bells alarm mom.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like decor,
but more Christmas lies.
No, it's not. It does alarm. I will hear if they touch the stockings.
Okay.
That's not a lie.
And then you were really concerned about it being a little boring, and so we added the horn.
Yeah.
To give it just a little more dimension and life.
Well, and that's kind of, you love to say put a wreath on it.
Yeah.
You can just put anything that feels festive on it. So then I cut these from the yard. I think they're a blue spruce. I'm not 100%. People love to ask what the greenery is when I cut it.
But they have little tiny
berries. She was going to say nuts. So then I updated the pillows. Mom found them at Home Goods, actually. She's been really into Hackner Home, mm-hmm. but we wanted to switch things up quickly, and so Home Goods trip. Then I have my entry table, and again, just a wreath, a swag, and some cut stems from the yard. So you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to over the top. If you literally just put a wreath on it, put some evergreen on it, you're good to go.
Those cut stems from the yard are my favorite thing in the whole room. I just love them. I don't know what that is.
It's a dogwood tree, and I've never seen it produce berries before. This is the first year, and if you have a dogwood, I would love to know if you've seen it. Is it like something that happens like every couple of years? Have I just not noticed? I would love to know because my dogwood tree is my favorite, and it's actually the first thing I see when I walk to my car. So it's shocking that I've missed that.
So pretty. Looks like anthropology.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it honestly has stayed so intact that it looks manufactured, which it's been cut for days. So that's what you're looking
Yeah.
for. Okay, so now I think we're ready to show the Playroom additions.
Okay.
So let's go. Okay, so this, you know how mom has her green room, her Christmas room? I feel like this is my green room, my Christmas room, and we got green tile, we got green walls. It's actually, the color is actually called the gray, like Sherwin-Williams, is it connected gray or something like that?
It's definitely green.
Definitely green.
And the green door, and there's just green everywhere.
Yeah. So last year, Decorator's Warehouse came out and they used the green plaid, and a lot of these ornaments came from actually the same ornament package that mom used in her living room tree. So it's, I don't actually know what did they call it the Woodlands?
It's the Woodlands. It's the Woodlands package, but they give you so many ornaments that you just really want to split them up and do 2 to 5 trees with it, because it is a lot of ornaments. And we kind of like a sparser, is that a word, sparser?
More sparse.
More sparse. And then we have just this bucket of ornaments.
And I brought the sled in.
That looks like we're still decorating the tree.
Yes.
Is what that kind of feels like, right?
Well, that's a good, it's in elves in progress.
It's in progress.
So I did her ribbon method. I added blue. So the blue was actually from mom's Christmas tree 3 or 4 years ago. And so I snagged those, added the blueberries, which are new, the blue picks. And then the actual sled was actually from my chicken coop Christmas last year. Which,
gotta go look at that.
well, I'm just going to overlay clips of my Christmas chicken coop and let's pretend like it looks like that today.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't. It is literally empty. And for everyone that said the chickens are going to poop all over my Christmas decor, they did not, because that area shuts off.
Yeah.
So it's really like, it's half potting shed, half chicken coop. It is really fun decorating it seasonally, but that was not, like I said, this is Christmas simplicity this year.
Yes.
So yeah, I love the combo. I love the green with the blue. I did have an inspiration that I'm happy to pop up. I didn't just, adding the blue and the green just felt right. I actually ended up even doing that for my kids' Santa photos this year, is kind of going with the same color palette. So we let them decorate their own cookies. So
it doesn't seem like you should be able to eat those because they've used marker. It's obviously it's edible, but it's still scary. It's just scary to me.
But it's there.
But yeah.
We want them to enjoy the season and not just feel, I mean, I want to feel like I'm in a magazine, but I'm sure their memories are better this way. So this is the best of both worlds. And then I did print some art over that side as well. It's from, I made it with
AI.
Mom loves to throw that out there and talk about the controversies, but it is really cute and I like it.
It is so cute.
Yeah.
Did you just?
But I didn't make the Jesus painting. I want to be very clear that I made the Jesus painting is actually from my friend Tabitha, who is way more talented than anything a computer could generate.
That is a fact.
And so it's just a mix of
And tell Tabitha's handle.
So it's Tabitha Schmidt, but what is her? I actually don't.
Fox Hollow Studios.
Oh, well, I think she changed it to Fox. So I will link it because she's changed it. She's going through a little bit of a rebrand.
But she is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But not just her art, but her life story and her heart. I mean, there's nobody more special.
An amazing human.
Amazing human.
So, okay, while we're in here, let's talk about kids' spaces in general. I did spruce up my kids' rooms for the holidays. So Quinn's room, I let her decorate it, which honestly, it kind of was a vibe. Like it felt very like anthro, you know.
She's becoming our little design assistant.
Yeah.
I think she's so sweet and so cute.
Yeah.
And I love watching her in her, you know, she's starting to become so creative.
Yeah. And I did just put the Love versus Design wallpaper up, and I love the way it's turning out. This is my first experience with peel and stick wallpaper, I'm probably going to go more towards traditional just because I like the being able to move it around with glue, but we'll talk more about that in another video. But we did use Love versus Design traditional wallpaper at the Park Place project, so you could compare both.
Great.
They're a great company because you can literally customize any wallpaper, any color, any print. It's just, they're really cool.
Yep.
And then my son's room, so that was Luke is my son, but then I have another son coming. And so Cooper. And so Coleman. We are transforming a little bit, tweaking, I guess we should say, the nursery to make it a little bit different.
Well, what we didn't want to do was we didn't want to gut the nursery. We wanted to use the base. It was great. We had a great wall with blue shiplap and blue trim all the way around. And then we had it was all kind of an auto theme. Like Luke's nickname is Hot Rod. So we went with hot rods in there. Old vintage hot rods. But this baby, we want him to be calmer than Luke. And so we decided Polo. Is Polo calm? I hope so. We think Polo's much more calming.
Yeah.
So we did some polo hats, super cool vintage polo hats. And we did a lot of polo art.
Yeah, so I put a flag on the wall. I put my Waterford American flag ornaments on the reindeer head, and then I actually mounted a wreath behind, and then just had a bare tree in the corner. So
very Ralph Lauren.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we were going for. Okay, are you ready for the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, kitchen. Again, in Mom's house, we shared that we like to keep counter space clear. You still need to function, but you want decor. So really, I have flowers, an open cookbook, food.
Voila.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I do want to brag on my food because I like to bake a little bit. So I made a butter candle with my sourdough, and then I made star bread, which is basically like braided bread. It's essentially a giant cinnamon roll. And it's so pretty. And then I just put oranges in a bowl.
It's pretty, but it's delicious because we had it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Dad loves cinnamon rolls, and he always talks about how no one gives him cinnamon rolls. I guess you're lacking as.
Yeah. I'm not that wife.
Yeah.
But I do cook. We've talked about it, but baking is another side of the brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wreath on the vent hood. If you're looking for a way to spruce up your kitchen, that is always a ticket. And then I did do my coffee bar a little bit. I didn't do much, but just a little bit.
Well, we went to the antique mall, and Shelby found these sweet little jars, and so she filled them with mini marshmallows and little candy canes. And then I thought, I need a sweet little jar. And these jars were how much?
These jars were $12 each, but 50% off.
$56 each. So I said, I'm going to go for this. And I find this little jar, and I pick it up, and I turn it over. $100. I'm like, why?
It says vintage candy jar. And I thought, wow, I mean, what is the chances that she picks up I mean, there's so many jars.
So many jars.
And so yeah, I do want to call out, this is from Bloomhouse.
Bloomhouse.
And they are local. So if you're looking for a gorgeous arrangement, we did pay for these. We didn't sponsor. They're not
it's not a sponsor, but we do love shopping local. And we'd like to get to know the vendors in town, and they're artisans, really. I mean, this is art to me,
Yeah, they're really talented.
But you did great, and I love everything. And you did a little bell and some candy sticks. Yeah. Candy cane sticks.
Well, this is funny. So we literally.
It's like a Seinfeld episode.
What is?
Are you going to talk about when I almost ate the vintage candy canes?
Well, no, but that is fitting. Those are literally, I have used those candy canes for decor for I don't know, 5 years. And at some point, someone always tries to eat them. Those are so old.
But we have a friend in McKinney who has literal 50, 100-year-old white candy canes, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it was pick one up on the way out the door. And so she was like, don't eat that.
When she said,
It was like when Elaine ate the piece of
I don't watch
cake.
Seinfeld. Okay, comment.
Her boss bought a piece of like wedding cake from like this famous wedding, and it was over 100 years old. And Peterman, her boss is Peterman. Anyway, ate the cake.
Comment if you watch Seinfeld, please comment.
I digress.
Yes, but no, it is sometimes when you just want to reuse those things. Like, I might probably just throw those candy canes that are in the coffee bar in the decor pile.
Oh no.
You just never know. I don't enjoy them. So it's,
Yeah.
but most of the holiday things, like the cookies and there's actually delicious things that we can have, but it is funny. Those candy canes were like 50 years old.
I know.
Ugh. And Mom, you're okay though. You're living.
Yes, I'm still alive.
Okay, so let's go finish off with the dining room.
Okay.
Okay, dining room. I will admit, I always feel like this room feels halfway done because there's some things I want to do. I want to move the light. I want to do a bench seat. There's like a lot of,
Plate wall,
yeah.
all the things.
I just feel like it's just like an afterthought. There's just a table and a space. But I am feeling this year.
It's so cute.
You decided to do the bows on the light fixture.
Well, you were saying that the light fixture was just kind of taking away from everything you were doing. And I said, well, let's just put a bow on it and it will elevate the whole thing.
Yeah. So this art is actually my husband's grandmother's painting. It doesn't go like day to day, but a winter scene is great for Christmas. So it's good to pull that out every, season. And then I had Mom's neighbor actually gave us this red china that I put in a box. I really wanted it to be mobile. I wanted it out so that I could style it and have it, maybe use it. But like I said, this is the Christmas of simplicity and it is kid proof. And honestly, for some reason, something about it being in a box makes it, they just haven't been interested. It's odd.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I did have inspiration for this, for the candles and the moss in the little jars or, little milk spout and all of that. I saw that. And then I also saw where someone styled a few plates in a box. And I thought, okay, let's combine those ideas. And that was
great job.
Worked.
I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. It was my idea to put this.
It's actually an alpaca throw.
Alpaca throw.
Yes. We got
it. And I think you should just leave that there because I think it's really cozy and comfy and I like it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'll stay there, but they are washable. They're very durable. And so I could see that working.
Mm-hmm.
And we found wall sconces from East Fork Mall, which we have blasted East Fork Mall like 5 times in the past 5 videos. We have been frequenting because I do think it's the best antique mall in this area, at least that we know of. And if you know of one that's better in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you need to stop gatekeeping and let us know because we share with you.
Yeah, but you were wanting something long and slender on either side of the painting. And so when we found these, I loved them immediately. And you weren't sure because it's like when you are expecting Coke and you get a Pepsi. And so you just couldn't wrap your brain around it because you had something envisioned for each side. But aren't you glad?
No, I like them, but nobody wants a Pepsi.
Okay.
Right?
We're never going to get sponsored now.
I don't want to get sponsored by Pepsi. It's not my thing. If you're a Pepsi person, comment below and we'll I don't
Coke
know.
versus Pepsi.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I would say Dr. Pepper, Coke.
How did we
Pepsi.
get here?
I don't know.
It's Christmas. Let's
about gingerbread houses. Okay, so that is it for my holiday 2024 tour.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. We do have a lot more in store for you this season. We are decorating the Park Place house for the holidays, and I will tell you that tree, we brought in Stephanie Benedetto from Blooming Ivy Lane to help us. And if you don't know, she is Christmas superstar, really styling superstar.
Yeah, but you actually found the same inspiration photo as Stephanie. So you both had that in mind.
We are on the same wavelengths right now. And so it's working. And so it's
so cute.
It's awesome.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. And then we're going to Shannon of
My Little White Barn.
And so we're going to tour hers. And then, of course, we have the Rockwell Holiday Home Tour, which is y'all's favorite. So we have some really great Christmas inspiration. It is going to be an amazing season. Thanks for being patient, because I know you guys like to start in October.
We're a little late to the party this year.
And you know what? That's okay. But this is sustainable. And we're going to still have a great time.
Yeah. So subscribe, share with your friends who love all things Christmas. And we will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.